It was a surprise when I was first kind of approached with the idea that we would be offered this award. I kind of did a double take in my head because there's probably a period, I don't know, maybe a bit longer than 10 years ago when people probably when Britpop started, when that all kind of happened. So it's like 95, 96. That was probably our stock was at its lowest in this country anyway. We were perceived as like the old guard, which for me was like really kind of bizarre, But I could understand why, but it was the first time I felt my age. I thought, we've been doing this for more than 20 years, and I suddenly felt that we'd been squeezed out. And I thought, it's nothing to do with music. It's nothing to do with what we're doing. We just don't fit. And I didn't think that the Cure would ever really re-establish themselves. Up to that point, it was all right to like the Cure, and lots of bands kind of name-checked us, and all through the late 80s and into grunge and stuff. Like bands were very happy to kind of name-check the Cure. And suddenly with Britpop, they weren't. It was like we were, oh no, it's not that band. But now it's going to come back again, and bands are very happy to like the Cure.
There's actually people here.
Tonight's set list was conceptual. You may have missed it, but there was a song from every album tonight, plus 6 songs from the new album, which is kind of, because we couldn't figure out any other. What we wanted to do was 2 songs from every album. We wanted to do a dark song and a light song, but unfortunately it was 26 songs, and when we played it in rehearsals on Saturday, it was 2 hours and 30-something minutes, and now we think, no one's going to be able to get home, so we had to have a rethink. So we talked to each other like, what are the songs that we want to play from each album, and we started off thinking, well, let's just do a 13-song set of all the big songs, like the really big, dramatic, emotional songs, and we tried that Saturday night, and I thought it was really good, but I was voted down because the band felt if it was our show, it would work, but it wasn't our show. We were coming on stage and we needed to have some songs in there that would get people going. It was a balance, and when we talked about it on Sunday, it was like, well, should we try and play an hour and a half or an hour and 40 minutes that actually reflects all of what we do, but still keep the concept of doing a song from each album. There were 8 songs in the set that was never played in England before, so it was a bit of a risk, and maybe that explains some of the. You can see like the die-hard fans sort of going, they're playing something we've never heard before, and some of the rest of the audience who are there obviously will like the Cure, but maybe don't recognise what we're playing. So we did run the risk a little bit, I suppose, of losing some parts of the audience. But on balance, I still like the idea of being in a group that doesn't play it safe.
Thank you.
There were moments when I thought it was, there were songs that we played tonight, like Disintegration, 100 Years, and in fact the whole end run, which we were having so much fun on stage, and fun in the way that it felt really intense on stage, and I was completely lost in what we were doing. The funny thing is that it doesn't feel like 30 years that the Cure, like it's 30 years this May that the first album came out, but it's exactly the same in a funny way. There's 4 of us, but the mentality is the same. It's like you want to play songs, you want it to like mean something to you, and then you want it to like go beyond that and mean something to other people. So the 30 years goes by in a flash. Having said that, I feel like it's been at least 3,000 years since we were in the studio doing Three Major Boys. I certainly feel like I've lived 3,000 years.